your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Staff and students of a local tertiary educational institute receiving hundreds of care packages, and that's thanks to the continued generosity of the international community.
Hope Fleet International is a fairly new Christian non-profit humanitarian organization based in the United States. President and CEO Danny Maroney says that he saw a local church on the ground doing a great work assisting those in need here on Grand Bahama. Maroney says it took a lot of love and partnerships to bring some 300 hygiene kits to the students and faculty of the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute.
A lot of these supplies come from University of North Florida up in Jacksonville. Thank you, Joanna, and that team, and then some dedicated volunteers to pack these up before we brought it over on the sailboat. We figured there's so much going on, and this is not a short-term problem in the Bahamas, and that's something that I don't want people to forget. People move on very quickly after disaster, happens, and they don't realize it's going to take a long road to recovery. And we know the storm is still affecting everyone's present. What we don't want is to affect the students' future. So we want to give them the best start we can. It's not much, but it's everyone has some shampoos, conditioners, sanitizers, a few different things to get them through.
Maroney says the unique organization is made up of sailors and boaters who want to make a difference in communities that need it most.
We gather sailboats and other boaters, private boaters, and we load them up with essential, relevant supplies, and we try and bring them to the right people. So we found that boaters want to help, and they want to do something, but we need a bit of organization to be effective. And so we look for the local people doing the real work here.
Associate Pastor of New Hire Anointing Ministry, Lorenzo McKenzie, says that they are grateful to Hope Fleet for reaching out and assisting with this outreach.
We have stuff coming in from Barbados and different parts of the world up to New York, and so we just went on the ground and gave out. Just giving, just from the third day we just was moving, and then we changed to feeding. So we're feeding at the same time, maybe 200 to 300 persons per day, and we give out groceries, and we give out garbage bags of groceries. We don't just give out groceries. We don't give out a little small grocery. We give out, because the reality is, if you've been there before, then you know how it feels. Some people might have never been there, where they get caught in a hurricane and they don't have no money to take care of their children. I've been there. I know how I feel.
Associate Vice President Veronica Colley adding that a number of students expressed concerns following the massive hurricane, and the school is truly grateful for this donation.
People might not have been affected directly, but of course indirectly, and there are things that they just can't find. Some people, you have students who are saying that they lost their jobs, or their jobs might not become available until later on in the year, while repairs are going on. So yes, the donations will be very helpful for our students. We are planning a day when we will have what we call a welcome back, and we want to do care packages. And when I reached out to one of our staff members, Dr. Ambrista, she was the one who reached out to Pastor McKenzie, and Pastor McKenzie got to Hope Fleet International, and that's why we are here today. And I must say we are indeed very grateful to have this donation here today.
Now, Associate Pastor McKenzie also made donations to St. George's High School and to Sister Mary Patricia Russell Junior High. Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Hundreds of Grand Bahamians receiving some much-needed assistance on Saturday afternoon. The Bahamas District Churches of the Nazarene giving away thousands of relief items outside of the Hilton Alton Convention Center. District Mission President Minister Takia Hepburn says that it was important for the organization to give back to the community.
Hurricane Dorian really had a negative impact on most of our communities. So today we thought that we would share some of the items that we received with many persons in the community from all over Grand Bahama. Today we're offering items like baby items, various sizes, baby clothing, baby food. We also have care packets.
Now a number of other items were also distributed.
So far, we've had persons come out here from let's say 8 o'clock, from 8 a.m. Some were saying that they were from early morning, and they came out. The response has been very positive, and we've reached about, let's say, over 200 persons were able to receive items today from the Nazarene District Distribution.
Finally, in news tonight, a local artist is doing his part to uplift storm victims and others who may be facing difficult times. As Jamila Mizik tells us, this recording artist says his latest release is all about emotional healing.
Bernard Hepburn, also known as Brother Hep, is a singer, songwriter, and musician, and has been creating music for the past few years. He says he not only enjoys writing, but arranging his own songs. The gospel artist recently released a new CD called Believer's Song for Healing, with songs like Song of the Lamb and He's Worthy Now. Brother Hep says the CD is a recreation of a few of the songs, this time with a John Canoe flair.
This is the reason why I had to do it all, because what God allowed me to realize is that, yeah, the song was done, but I used a pop style, the voice going off. And then I used a blues style. After that, it was like something was missing. Come to find out that after exploring it some more, John Canoe was missing. So when you hear the Song of the Lamb now, I even call it the Lamb Song. Or when you hear the Song of Moses, Renew It, you're going to hear John Canoe music, and you're going to hear this bass beat what I'm talking about.
Now, Brother Hep says some of the songs are also new, and he believes the songs are songs of healing.
Laying down on my bed a few weeks later, a little headache, a little toothache comes around, and I'm singing in bad feelings in my stomach, and I'm singing these songs, and in short order, times I finish singing the song, the aches and the pain, they leave.
Now the CDs can be found at Great Faith Ministries on Queens Highway, or call Brother Hep at 533-8215. Jamila Mizik, ZNS Network News.
Interesting. Jay, how are you?
Great, and you?
I'm good, I'm good. Tell us, what's coming up in sports?
What's coming up in sports? High school volleyball heating up, and it's almost playoff action. You don't want to miss this one.
All right, stay with us. Jay Philippe has a check on sports when we return.